My journal keeps writing back. It's answering questions I haven't asked yet. I started keeping a journal 3 months ago after my therapist suggested it might help with my anxiety. Nothing fancy, just a plain black notebook from the drugstore and a blue ballpoint pen. Write down your thoughts, she said. Get them out of your head and onto paper. At first, it was exactly what you'd expect. Complaints about work, worries about money, random observations about my day. Basic therapeutic journaling, the kind that's supposed to help you process emotions and gain clarity. The writing back started small. I'd written, had another panic attack at the grocery store today. Felt like everyone was staring at me. When I opened the journal the next morning, there was a response in handwriting that looked like mine, but neater. They weren't staring. Your anxiety makes you hyper-aware of normal social interaction. Try the breathing exercise from page 23. I flipped to page 23. There, in the same neat handwriting, was a detailed breathing technique I'd never written. 4 counts in, hold for 7, 8 counts out. It actually worked when I tried it. I figured I'd written the response while half asleep and forgotten about it. People do weird things when they're tired. But I couldn't explain how I'd known to reference page 23 when I hadn't written anything on page 23 yet. A week later, I wrote, keep having the same nightmare about drowning. Woke up at 3 a.m. again. The next morning, the water represents feeling overwhelmed by circumstances beyond your control. You're not actually drowning, you're learning to swim. The nightmare will stop when you accept help instead of trying to handle everything alone. That gave me chills. The handwriting was definitely mine, but I'd never connected my drowning dreams to feeling overwhelmed. And I was definitely someone who refused help, even when I desperately needed it. I decided to test it. That night, I wrote, if you're really responding to me, tell me something I don't know. Morning response, your sister Claire is going to call you tomorrow at 2:17 p.m. She's pregnant but hasn't told anyone yet. She needs your support, not your advice. I checked my phone obsessively the next day. At exactly 2:17 p.m., Claire called. I have something to tell you, she said, her voice shaky. I'm pregnant. 8 weeks. I haven't even told Mike yet, but I needed to hear a friendly voice. I nearly dropped the phone. That's wonderful news. Is it? I'm scared, and Mike's been working so much, and I don't know if we're ready for this. Instead of launching into practical advice like I usually would, I remembered the journal's words. I'm here for you. Whatever you need. You're going to be an amazing mom. She started crying, happy tears, she assured me. We talked for an hour, and I never offered a single piece of unsolicited advice. That night, I wrote, how did you know about Claire? Response, I know everything you know, plus everything you're going to know. Time isn't linear from where I'm writing. Where are you writing from? The same place you are, just further along the timeline. Think of it as your future self, leaving notes for your past self. That's impossible. Is it? You've been feeling like you're living the same day over and over, making the same mistakes repeatedly. I'm trying to help you break the cycle. I stared at that response for a long time. It was true, I had been feeling stuck, like I was trapped in patterns I couldn't escape. What kind of mistakes? You're going to quit your job next week. Don't. The promotion you think you'll never get is coming in December. Also, don't lend money to your friend Ryan tomorrow. He won't pay you back, and it will ruin your friendship. The next day, Ryan called asking to borrow $300 for car repairs. Remembering the journal's warning, I made an excuse. 2 days later, I found out through mutual friends that Ryan had been asking everyone for money to fund a gambling problem. A week later, my boss called me into his office. I was sure I was being fired for the mistakes I'd made on the Peterson account. We're restructuring the department, he said. I need someone reliable to lead the new team. Interested? The promotion came with a 30% raise in my own office. That night I wrote, thank you. But how is this possible? Quantum mechanics allows for information to travel backward through time under specific circumstances. Your anxiety creates a unique neurological state that enables this connection. Most people's minds are too chaotic, but your overthinking actually creates the perfect conditions for temporal communication. So my anxiety is useful for something? Your anxiety has always been useful. It makes you careful, observant, empathetic. You just need to learn when to trust it and when to ignore it. Over the following weeks, the journal became my guide. It warned me about people to avoid, opportunities to pursue, even small things like which route to take to work to avoid traffic accidents. But yesterday, something changed. I wrote, I feel like I'm becoming dependent on you. Is that healthy? No response came that night or the next morning. I tried again. Are you still there? Still nothing. Finally, I wrote, what happens when I catch up to where you were in the timeline? This morning, there was a response, but the handwriting was shaky, uncertain. I don't know. I've been writing in this journal for 3 months, answering questions from my past self. But yesterday was the first day I didn't have any memories of writing questions. I think we're converging. What does that mean? It means either the loop is closing and time will return to normal, or the sentence ended there, unfinished. I'm writing this entry now, and I have no idea if I'll wake up tomorrow to find a response from my future self, or if I'll finally be living in real time, making decisions without a guide. Part of me is terrified to lose this connection. But another part is ready to trust myself, to make mistakes and learn from them the way people are supposed to. Tonight, I'm going to ask one final question. And tomorrow, I think I already know I won't get an answer. Because tomorrow, I'll be writing my own responses. Am I ready to live without you? We'll see.